Hey everyone! Welcome back to English Holiday. I'm Amanda, and as always, I am so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm James. Whether you're a returning listener or this is your very first time joining us, welcome. We are really glad you found us.
So, if you're new here, you might be wondering, English Holiday. What does that mean? Well, the idea is simple. Learning a language doesn't have to feel like hard work. It can feel like a holiday, relaxed, fun, and enjoyable.
Exactly. We just have natural conversations about everyday topics, and you get to listen to real, casual English. No textbooks, no grammar drills, just two people talking.
And if you're enjoying the show, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow and reach more English learners around the world. It means so much to us.
Okay, so today's topic, and I have been looking forward to this one, is sports. We're going to talk about sports vocabulary, fun phrases, expressions, and a whole lot more.
Yes, whether you love sports or you've never played a game in your life, this episode is going to be super useful. So let's jump right in. James, I have to ask, are you a sports person?
Oh, absolutely. I grew up watching basketball and American football. I'm a big basketball fan. I love the NBA. There's just so much energy, so much skill. What about you, Amanda?
I love soccer, or football, depending on where you're from. And I also got really into Formula One a few years ago. I started watching it and I just couldn't stop.
Oh, yeah. F1 has exploded in popularity recently, especially here in the United States. I think a lot of people got into it after that Netflix documentary series.
Right. That show really brought in so many new fans. But in Europe, F1 has always been huge. Like, people are incredibly passionate about it. It's almost like a religion over there.
Yeah, totally. And speaking of passionate fans, let's talk about some of the words we use in English when we talk about sports fans. So, when someone is a huge fan, we might say they are a diehard, like a diehard fan. It means no matter what happens, they always support their team.
Yes, Die Hard is a great one. And you might also hear people say someone is a super fan. That's someone who's extremely dedicated. They go to every game, they wear all the merchandise, they know every player's name.
Yeah, I have a friend like that. He never misses a game. And when we watch sports together, there's always a lot of friendly trash talking. That's another great phrase, trash talking. It means teasing the other team or joking around with fans of the opposing side.
Right, and it's usually friendly, of course, like, oh, your team has no chance today, that kind of thing. It's all in good fun. Now let's talk about some sports vocabulary that's really useful to know.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, so one of my favorites is underdog. The underdog is the team or player that is not expected to win. They're the weaker side. But sometimes the underdog wins, and that is one of the most exciting things in sports.
Oh, I love an underdog story. And we also use that word outside of sports. Like in life in general, you might say, I was the underdog in that job interview, but I got the job. It's a very common expression.
Exactly. Another great phrase is in the zone. If a player is in the zone, it means they are completely focused, performing at their best, and nothing can distract them.
You might hear a commentator say, she is absolutely in the zone right now. 3 goals in 10 minutes. We also say this outside of sports, like when you're working and everything is going perfectly.
Right. Okay, let's talk about specific sports. Basketball. In basketball, one of the most exciting phrases is a buzzer beater. That's when a player scores right as the final buzzer sounds. The buzzer is the loud noise that signals the end of the game. So a buzzer beater is a last-second score that wins the game.
Oh my gosh, buzzer beaters are so dramatic. I remember watching one once and I literally jumped off the couch. Also in basketball, you'll hear on the bench. If a player is on the bench, it means they're not playing right now. They're sitting on the sideline waiting for their turn.
Yeah, and again, we use on the bench in everyday English too. Like in a work situation, you might say someone is on the bench, meaning they're not being used right now. They're waiting. Language is so cool like that.
It really is. Okay, let's talk about soccer or football. Now, this is actually a big cultural difference. In America, we say soccer, but almost everywhere else in the world, Europe, South America, Africa, Asia, people call it football.
Right. And if you say soccer to someone in England or Australia, they might give you a funny look. They are very proud of calling it football. And honestly, the passion for soccer or football in Europe is incredible. The stadiums are always packed. People sing songs for the whole game.
Yes, and in soccer, a great vocabulary word is offside. This is a rule in soccer. If an attacking player is ahead of the last defender when the ball is passed to them, they are offside and the play stops. It's one of the most discussed rules in the sport.
Ha, so many arguments about offside. Okay, let's move to baseball. Baseball is huge in America and also in Japan, the Dominican Republic, Cuba. In baseball, a grand slam is when you hit the ball with all three bases loaded, meaning there's a player on every base, and you hit a home run. So 4 players score at once. It's amazing.
Right. And grand slam is also used in other sports and in everyday life. In tennis, winning all 4 major tournaments in a year is called a grand slam. And if you do really well at something, like nail a job interview, someone might say, "You hit a grand slam."
Love it. And in hockey, ice hockey, a hat trick is when one player scores 3 goals in the same game. When that happens, fans traditionally throw their hats onto the ice. I've always found that tradition hilarious.
Ha! Yes, hat tricks happen in soccer too, and we also use the phrase in everyday life. If someone does 3 great things in a row, you can say they completed a hat trick. Hockey is so fast, by the way. If you've never watched it, the puck, that's the small black disc they hit, moves incredibly quickly.
So fast, and it's very physical. Players check each other into the boards. That means they push or slam them against the wall around the rink. It's intense. Now, what about golf? Golf has some great vocabulary too.
Oh, yes, a hole in one. This is probably the most famous phrase in golf. It means you hit the ball from the starting point, called the tee, and it goes directly into the hole in just one shot. It's very rare and very exciting. People also use it to mean something that's a perfect result on the first try.
Exactly. Golf can seem slow and quiet, but there's a huge culture around it. A lot of business deals happen on the golf course. People say, "Let's take this to the golf course," meaning let's have a relaxed conversation while we play.
Ah, that's so true. Now, American football. This is like the sport in the United States. The Super Bowl, which is the championship game, is basically a national holiday. People have huge parties.
And before the game, there's something called tailgating. This is a very American tradition. People park their cars in the stadium parking lot hours before the game, and they set up grills, cook food, play music, and socialize. It's a whole party in the parking lot.
Tailgating is so fun. I went to one once, and honestly, the tailgate was almost as fun as the game itself. There's food, drinks, music. It's a real community event. Europeans don't really have the same tradition, do they?
Not really. European sports culture is different. It's more about the chants. Those are songs and rhymes that fans sing together in the stadium. Soccer fans especially are famous for their chants. It creates this incredible atmosphere.
Now, let's talk about recreational versus competitive sports. Recreational means you're playing just for fun, for exercise, for socializing. Competitive means you're playing to win, maybe in a league or a tournament. Most of us play recreationally. We might say, "I play basketball recreationally on weekends."
Exactly. And when you join a local team just for fun, you might call it a pickup game, an informal, unplanned game where people just show up and play. You'll hear, "Hey, we're having a pickup game of basketball at the park. Want to join?"
Pickup games are the best. Very casual, low pressure. I used to do pickup basketball on Sunday mornings. Great way to get some exercise and hang out with people. No pressure, just have fun.
So nice. Okay, I think we've covered so much today. Let's quickly recap some of the key words and phrases we talked about. We had underdog, in the zone, buzzer beater, on the bench, grand slam, hat trick, hole in one, offside, and tailgating.
Great list! And remember, so many of these phrases are used in everyday English, not just when talking about sports. So learning sports vocabulary is actually really useful for your general English skills.
Absolutely. All right, I think that's a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for spending time with us. It truly means a lot that you choose to listen to English Holiday.
We hope you learned some fun new words and phrases today, and we really hope to see you again in the next episode. We have so many great topics coming up.
And before you go, we would love to hear from you. Leave a comment or suggestion below. What topics would you like us to cover on future episodes? Food, travel, music, work, relationships? You tell us and we'll make it happen.
We read every single comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new episode of English Holiday.
Until next time, take care of yourselves, keep practicing your English, and remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Enjoy every step of it.
See you next time, everyone. Bye for now.